welcome to Mo's Stories. Today we're reading from the website Not Always Right and focusing on stories about coworkers. I will leave a link in the description so you can explore the site yourself. Let's get started. A sickening lack of concern for her coworkers. I run a small team. Most are pretty good people, friendly, helpful, and good at their jobs. I don't even have to manage them. I ask them for things and give them priorities, but that's only 1 hour a week. We get on great, and it's a really stress-free environment. The only minor annoyance is employee and her illnesses. She gets ill more than anyone, always on a Friday, and it's always clear again on a Monday. She only ever gets ill 3 times a year and always 4 months apart, meaning she doesn't get picked up on the metrics or have to go through the disciplinary route. It's so obvious she's faking it. It runs like clockwork, but because she follows all the rules and never falls into the concern category, I can't act on it. It's 3 months and 3 weeks since employee's last sick day. The company has a major power cut. A massive order is delayed. One of the teams is on holidays and another is having surgery. Everyone is rushing around and taking on a little more than they would normally. I take employee aside. Me. I really need your help Friday. If we don't get this order out, it's going to be bad. The order is really important for the company. Employee. Why are you telling me this? Me. Because I need you here and helping downstairs to get the parts out the door. Employee. Okay, fine. Don't stress. Of course, I'll be here. Me. Okay, as long as we're clear. I don't have anyone else to cover this. We are relying on you. Friday comes around and employee calls in sick. The whole team works late and I have to stay until midnight to make sure things get sorted. Monday comes around and employee comes in acting like nothing happened. Me. Can I have a word with you in private? Employee. Sure. Sorry about Friday. I had some women's issues. I imagine you won't want me to go into detail. Me. Of course not. It would be completely unacceptable and against company rules, as you probably know. Employee. Good. So, I'm okay to go back to work then? Me. Yes. But first I wanted to double check you were okay and didn't need more time off. It must have been bad to have Friday off. You seemed very keen to come in on Friday. Employee. Oh, I was, but I couldn't get out of bed. But I'm feeling much better now. Me. Okay, but I'm still a little concerned. I'm going to ask our new human resources manager to have a little chat with you. As you said, it wouldn't be right for me to discuss it with you. Our new HR manager is a woman. Employee tried to get me to cancel, but it is within my discretion to check on any employee I have concerns about. Employee gave the HR manager a long explanation of how sick she was, but so much better now. She was, however, completely unable to explain a social media post of a photo of her and her boyfriend at a theme park that she didn't delete in time. She got written up and made to discuss all further illnesses with the HR manager. Luckily, her health miraculously improved after that and she wasn't ill again. Like taking candy from a coworker. I have a coworker who would rather ask for forgiveness than permission. I keep 2 or 3 pieces of candy in my office because I'm diabetic, and sometimes I need it if I overestimate my carb intake and give myself too much insulin. During one of my low blood sugar episodes, I pull a piece of candy from my drawer right as coworker comes by. As soon as I get up to toss the wrapper, coworker speed walks to my desk and helps himself to a piece, hurrying to put it in his mouth before I get back to him. Me. Excuse you? Coworker smiling. Sharing is caring, my name. If you've never had a low blood sugar episode, you might be unfamiliar with the side effects. My worst side effect is my attitude. Me. Well, I don't care for you. Don't touch my stuff. Coworker slack-jawed. That's so rude. What the heck is wrong with you? Me, what's wrong with you going around helping yourself to other people's things without asking? Coworker, I just wanted a candy. I can't believe you're overreacting like this. Really, my name, it's unprofessional. Me, laughing, unprofessional? Let's go to manager and see who's more unprofessional. Coworker, okay. So off we go, coworker loudly sucking on the candy the whole way to manager's office. Manager, how can I? Coworker, my name said she doesn't like me because I took her candy. Manager, confused. Okay. And when did you ask for her candy? Coworker, she should just share. Manager, half smiling. My name? Why do you have candy in your desk? Me, I'm diabetic. Manager, right. And did you use company money to buy that candy? Me, no, my own paycheck. Manager, okay then. If my name is required to share the candy that she bought with her own money and is in her desk for a medical reason, then you, coworker, should pay her for it. I think a starting rate of $5 per piece should be good. Coworker, what? Absolutely not. Manager, why? By taking it, you're lessening the chance that she will be able to save herself in the event of a medical issue. Coworker, I'm not paying that. Manager, okay. Coworker grins at me, sticking the piece of candy out between his teeth. Manager, then I'm going to write you up for theft. Coworker spits the candy in the trash and walks out. Manager, do you have any candy left? Me, I have more at home, but not here. Manager opens his own drawer and pulls out a whole bag of candy. Manager, take a handful. Don't tell coworker. Don't bank on your coworkers. My coworker has a good grasp on technology and knows how to avoid spam. She has recently had her computer upgraded and does not yet have most of the programs to run the basics. Coworker, hey, name, can you open up zip files? Me, sure, send it over. I open the zip and it's an executable file from a known bank. Coworker, I still can't open it. What kind of file is it? Me, it's an executable. Coworker, I don't know. I don't even know this guy at bank who sent it. Me, do you bank with them? Coworker, no. Me, delete it. Delete it now. Remove it from your trash bin. Start running scans. Coworker, I shouldn't have opened it, should I? Me, no, but at least you didn't run the executable file, unlike others in this building. 10 minutes later, another coworker approaches us. Other coworker, hey guys, did you get something from bank? I opened it and now I can't get into my computer. Me, do you bank with them? Other coworker, no, but it seemed important. It was about my account. I spent that entire afternoon running scans on every computer in the building to clean out the virus and the keylogger. Coworkers up in arms. I am a day hostess and work during the weekends. My family and I go to the restaurant where I work at for dinner one weekend. There's a new server there. Me. Hi, my name is Name. We haven't met yet, but I'm the day hostess. I don't believe we've met yet. Could you please apply the staff discount to my bill? If you need confirmation of my employment here, you can go to manager or assistant manager. New server. That won't be necessary. I've never seen you before. Me. That's because we never see each other. You know what? I'll just pop into the back and say hi to them both to let them know I'm here. I start walking to the kitchen when the new server grabs me by the arm and pulls me away. Me. Excuse me, but you can't touch me. New server. And you can't go into the back. The manager hears her and comes out. New server. To the manager. She claims she works here, but I've never seen her. She just wants discounted food because her family can't afford to pay full price. Manager. First of all, yes, she does work here as the day hostess. Secondly, you absolutely cannot talk about customers that way. Go do your job. I better not hear another thing about you tonight. To me, have a good night, my name. See you tomorrow. After we finish eating, we receive the bill, but discover the new server has not applied the discount. Me, excuse me, name. You didn't add the discount. Manager even confirmed I work here and you still didn't do it. I don't want to be rude, but if you don't fix this, I'm going to have to go to him to fix it. New server. It's not my fault you can't afford to feed yourselves. The food here is decently priced, and if you want to scam the company of their money, fine, but that won't happen on my watch. Thankfully, another customer who has heard everything from the start grabs the manager. The new server was fired on the spot, and the manager gave my family our dinner on the house. At least they'll stop being short with coworkers for a change. I have just gotten back from vacation and am only on the clock for a few minutes when the manager calls me back to the office. Manager. I think you know why I called you back here. Me. Actually, no, I have no idea. Is something wrong? Manager. I'll say. Your drawer yesterday was short $50. That's an automatic write-up. Me. Wait, did you say yesterday? Manager. Yes, register to from date. That was yesterday. You know, I never really expected this from you. Your drawers are usually spot on. Just so you know, I'm very disappointed. Me. I am too. You know why? Because I didn't work yesterday. I was on vacation for the week. I don't know who clocked me in on a register, but I am very disappointed they would use my numbers when I wasn't here. As soon as I say this, the manager kicks me out of her office and refuses to speak to me. Later, the store owner approaches me. Store owner, I heard what happened yesterday. I'm not trying to accuse you of anything, but I don't want you to get fired. So, if you just give back the missing money, I can drop your suspension down to only 1 week instead of 4. Me, actually, I'm glad you brought this up and came to speak to me, because I need your help to clear up this mess. I proceed to tell him the same story. He simply nods and goes into the office. 10 minutes later, he is accompanied by the manager. Manager. I just wanted to apologize. We checked the computer and it does say you were on paid vacation yesterday. And the video does show someone else working that drawer in your name, so you're not in trouble anymore. Me. Well, thank you for helping me get that cleared up. Manager sulks away. Store owner. I should have known it wasn't you. You haven't gotten in any trouble since you started working here. Me. Do you mind if I ask who was working that drawer in my name? Store owner. Actually, it was manager. She's been written up and put on suspension, and I'm sending her home early today. I'm sorry she gave you a hard time. Make a bad call, get a whole lot more. I work in healthcare where phones are not to be used while on the floor, caring for patients, etc. This is for privacy reasons, which is fine and understandable. Most of us have our phones on us or in the break room, and we don't use them unless on break or away from patient care areas. None of us check our phones while busy, and if we do, we always get called out for it by other staff. We have a meeting with our manager. Manager, you are no longer allowed to have your phones on you, as it's a distraction and it's against policy. This means phones are not to be used unless you are out of the unit or off hospital grounds. A few people pipe up and say they have young kids in care where their phone is the direct communication for the carer. Some have issues at home for which they need to have their phones to have quick contact if needed, even if the phones are left in their handbags and can be checked on breaks. Not only that, but we have a half-hour unpaid lunch break where we should be able to use our phones as we see fit. This is also denied as it's still in a healthcare setting and could cause WHS issues. Now, I know working in healthcare and personal mobile phones don't mix as it's really against policy. However, denying us complete access is a total overreach. The issues with requiring quick and direct contact with home or other outside work contacts are brushed off. Manager: if your issues are that bad at home, you shouldn't be at work. Many people are a bit taken aback by this, saying that a lot of the home issues are resolved by a quick text back and that not allowing us access to our phones while at work is a bit unreasonable. Manager: if that is the case, you may give people my direct work number. Contact can go through me, and I will relay messages to you or give my phone to you to talk to the caller. Cue malicious compliance. We all give our at-home spouses, carers, schools, etc. the direct work line to call for any reason if they're unable to get in contact with us directly, and the phone starts ringing continuously. First is a lady whose husband needs approval for a big financial decision at home. The next is a vet calling to tell a coworker their dog needs to be put down. I get a call from my children's daycare saying my son has been bitten and is bleeding, mandatory reporting policy. There are several other phone calls within the span of a few hours. My manager is constantly running to find us to relay messages or pull us off the floor so we can speak to the callers, wasting more time than if we were allowed to shoot through a quick text message or take a quick phone call while on our breaks. The next day, we are given new instructions. Manager: you may access your phones while on breaks. Please tell your home contacts to stop calling my phone. It took a few days for everyone to get the message, meaning there were still many unnecessary calls coming through, but it made it obvious that the need for communication lines to be open at home was important. Might want to take down the off the beaten path one too. We have a new manager who is trying to make their mark in the office by putting up a whole bunch of useless and corporate-y inspirational posters. Most are generally easy to ignore, except one that my coworker spots. Coworker, pointing: you might want to take this one down. Manager: why? The poster is a quote from Ralph Waldo Emerson: do not follow where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and make a trail. Coworker: because we're a railway company? He said the quiet part out loud and in front of a crowd. I used to work in a craft store infamous for being understaffed. This problem was made worse with the global health crisis, as bored people were flocking to us for crafts, and we weren't hiring anyone to keep up with the workload. On top of that, corporate added curbside to our duties, bragging on our website that we could have an order ready in 2 hours. We were never able to get an order ready that fast, leading to a barrage of complaints. One weekend, I was ringing up a huge line of customers when a man came in. Customer: I'm customer. I'm here for my order. Me: did you receive an email telling you it was ready? Customer: well, no. Me: I'm sorry, but your order isn't ready yet. Once it's complete, you will receive an email. Customer: but your website said it would be ready in 2 hours. Coworker: we're sorry. We do work to get orders as fast as we can, but we have a very short staff and a lot of people, so you'll just have to wait a little bit longer. Customer, outraged: I still have to wait for my order? Me, fed up with him: so does everyone else. Customer: I don't care about anyone else. At this, the crowd of customers all turned to glare at him. He became sheepish and sulked off. Customer number 2 to me: boy, the people you put up with. In the end, our manager finished his order next and he received it, and apparently he apologized for losing his temper. Sometimes you have to appreciate the power of an angry mob. And now we have come to the end of the stories. If you liked what you heard, could you please like and subscribe to my channel and join us for more stories in the future. Thanks for coming to visit Mo's Stories.